Hey guys, quick setup, review, and breakdown of this 10-person camping tent made by UNP. The tent comes packaged in this nice oversized bag, which definitely makes it nice and convenient when breaking this back down and putting it back into the bag. Definitely a nice feature that the brand thought about ahead of time. Here's everything that comes inside the bag. The actual tent itself, the stakes, the rain fly, as well as the poles and the tent divider for the inside. Another great feature is the instructions are really clear and are actually part of the bag on the inside. It's attached, not going to lose those. And back to the setup of this tent. Again, my wife and I are just installing this for the first time. Just taking you guys for the ride as if you're going to install it. And overall, we're going to go ahead and connect all these poles together. You have two very long ones, two shorter ones, and one smaller one. Once you have all the poles set up and connected, this is what they'll look like. After that, you want to go ahead and lay out the actual tent. Spread it all out, see what you're working with. The real nice feature with this tent is all the poles actually slide into J-hooks instead of your traditional slits that are part of the tent. And those J-hooks are right here. Very nice. Haven't seen that before on many tents. Once you figure out which way the poles go in, you go ahead and put those poles through the J-hooks. And then you'll have to actually bend the poles to insert them into the little sleeves at each corner, which will keep it all anchored together, and you'll see us doing that in a moment. The biggest part of setting up a tent is taking your time. We did misplace the J-hooks at first. You want to make sure that they're spaced out, one per pole section. And once you have that set up, it is a relatively easy setup process to get this tent up and going. And once you get all the poles finally through, you want to go ahead and put the ground stakes in for each of the corners, as well as the middle sections of the tent. This will make it nice and secure to the ground. And the next step in the process is installing the rain fly on top of the tent. A very convenient feature of the tent, as well as very simple install as well. There are elastic straps on the rain fly that you want to go ahead and pull down on each corner and attach these J-hooks to those corner straps right there. The rain fly has additional ropes on it that you could use to secure it down even more. And there is a section on the back of the tent that requires you to Velcro strap in the rain fly, as shown right here. And once that's secured in there, there is one final pole that you need to put at the very entrance of the tent, as shown here. And there are two little rings that you loop it in to pop it out and secure it. Once you got that entrance point set up with the rain fly, you are all set and ready to go camping. Here's just another look at the tent with the rain fly set up on it. Looking pretty good. Got all the windows open, just airing it out right now. And check out the inside of this tent, guys. I mean, talk about spacious. This thing is really roomy. I really like the chimney style ventilation at the top, as well as that little net there where I can store things such as my phone or what have you. The divider in the middle is pretty simple and basic, but enough to divide the tent up. Nice big windows all the way around. Catches the breeze really good. The net on top under the chimney is really nice. Good little spot for additional storage, as well as this little mesh pocket right here to keep your phone or other important things. And take a look at the size of this tent with no divider in it. This is me sitting down, walking through it. I am 6'1", and I'm able to stand fully upright in the center of the tent, but still walk comfortably around it, slightly crouched. Pretty standard for a tent. The zippers used all around the tent are pretty good and seem pretty durable. And another great feature is the plug hole right here. Overall, the tent was really awesome, really spacious, really easy to set up, and even better, really easy to break down, as you'll see here. The breakdown process is just as important as the setup, and you want to go ahead and take the rain fly off, as we just did, and then just go ahead and pop out the poles from the J-hooks all around the tent. And the next step is to actually fold the tent, which is probably the most important step. We folded it in quarters and then fold it in half just to make sure that it fits inside the bag. Always make sure you're getting all the air out when rolling up a tent. But like I said at the beginning of the video, the bag that it comes in is actually oversized. Unlike most other camping tents, you don't have to worry about cramming it into a super tight bag. which is a great feature if you've ever camped before. Once you get all the air out of the tent, you want to go ahead and find the 2 straps that it came with. Tie the tent up, make it nice and secure and tight, which should make it easy to put it in the nice large bag that it came in. Put all the stakes and poles back in there, make sure it's all in your bag, and don't forget about the rain fly too. Roll it up and pack it in. Again, this tent is really big and really awesome. Very easy to set up, and we'll definitely be using this for my future family camping trips. If you guys are looking for a family-sized tent, well, check this one out by UNP. Highly recommended.